Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to London Sportif on LB24. You're live on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. My name's Arfan Akram. I'm your substitute host for this evening as Sabir is unable to run the show. I'm really pleased to say we've got three guests this evening. First and foremost, we've got Dan Feist from Essex Cricket.
Good evening, Arfan.
Syed from Bengal Troopers.
Good evening, Arfan.
And Rameez Rehman with a lot of hats on, but also played for Essex development team.
Good evening, Arfan.
And today we're going to really focus around cricket in the community and focus today's show on East London. And we'll start straight away with Dan. Dan, tell us a little bit about your role.
Yeah, so I am fortunate enough to head up the cricket operations at Essex, which is unique in its way that it looks right from the logistics for the first team and the opportunities of how we create those opportunities around the pathway and bringing those homegrown players through, right down to creating that legacy and developing those opportunities of play right down in the grassroots, really, and being inspired by the community itself, who are constantly out there looking at new ways and building on traditions that have let the game grow to the amount it's at the moment in East London.
Brilliant. I'll pass it really quick on to you, Syed. Syed, you're involved with Bengal Troopers. Tell us a little bit about the journey and your role within the cricket club.
I'm working for Bengal Troopers as chairman and one of the founder member. We established our club back in 2013. Historically, we have a group of friends started from elementary school. We knew each other from back in Bangladesh. Then, of course, we came here early age of for university purposes, and we regrouped. Started playing different leagues in different parts of Greater London. We decided that we need to play together. So half of our boys are from Cambridge and most of us are London. But we decided to form a team named Bengal Troopers, and we operating from 2013. We play every Sunday, part of Greater London Cricket League. And we are also associated with Rodding Valley Cricket Club. That's our Saturday team. So that's our journey. I can explain you later.
Brilliant. We'll touch on it a bit more in more detail a bit later. Rameez, you've been heavily involved with programmes in cricket in East London. Share your cricket journey to date.
My cricket journey. Well, when I moved into the country when I was about 11, all I played all my life before that was table cricket. And when I got here, I don't think there was enough table cricket around. So we used to just go with my mates to a normal park and just play table cricket from there. And I think when I was 15, that's when I actually started playing cricket. And from there, I think got scouted in 2 years to the development side and playing still at the development side.
Brilliant. We'll tap in a little bit more about table and your how you got tapped into the sort of programmes, and we'll go into a bit more detail. Dan, I'm going to go back into you. We're very fortunate to have a very good-looking gold trophy with us. Tell us a little bit about what that trophy is and what it's doing here.
Yeah, so the trophy is, fortunate enough, Essex were county champions last year. The majority of that side was made from homegrown players, a large percentage from East London and the history. Unique, won 10 out of 14 games last year, which was an unbelievable achievement. And it sort of shows the power around and the importance of the community to us at Essex, that the trophy is constantly going out and seeing where we can go through. And we've taken it to as many different parts of the community to really inspire and hope and thank us, really, because if those guys and the volunteers and the ladies and the hard workers right through the generations and the whole range of communities across the county and East London and wider hadn't worked and done those hours, and we've all been there, those people that constantly drive people, open up the clubhouse and early in the morning, get the grounds ready, especially at the moment we can see with the weather, if they don't put those hours in, then these things don't become the reward at the end of it. And I think that's the thing it inspires at the moment, and it's been brilliant to see how it has had that knock-on effect when you take it to a school or to a community group or to a shopping centre or wherever it may go. The impact and the way it's bringing Essex and East London together and the wide range of different communities for that is really powerful. And hey, hopefully we'll have another successful year, and the weather will come out a bit dry, but the legacy of what that trophy is going to leave is a knock-on effect to the legacy and the power that community is building up at the moment for us.
Brilliant. I might take that one a little bit further about community cricket. Essex is dynamic and it's diverse. You've got the East London community and rural Essex. How does it differ, your sort of role, when you're working with rural Essex and inner city?
It differs how it's delivered, but at the end of the day, cricket is just it's a competitive game between a ball and a bat. And I think we are the ones that obviously make it too complicated sometimes. And actually, the ECB, who have a big thing around crickets for everyone at the moment, and around their Cricket Unleashed programme, is very much looking and trying to scrape it right back there. However you want to play, as Rameez says, finding a park with a ball and a bat, and let's just set up that competition. And who knows where those pathways may lead to. And it doesn't mean that someone has to go from that to a hard ball and into a club environment. What we want to see is breaking it right back to everyone really just does love to catch, throw and hit a ball. And how do we support that and develop that, whatever anyone wants from those points? And then build up from that, and then listen to the community, see where they want to play, what time of day do they want to play, what kind of venue do they want to play in. Does it have to be structured? Can it be just using social media as we are now to really create those opportunities? The key we have to do is make sure that we're there to join those partnerships up, connect those communities up and cohesion around that, whether that's genders or age or ability-wise, and create and inspire and listen to the motivations that they have to really achieve the goals of what they want to and their aspirations.
Brilliant. I'll probably go bring you into this as well, Syed. You touched based on the journey Bengal Troopers have. Probably want to touch on a little bit of your cricket journey yourself. When you came, I think you played at 19 at club cricket, and then actually you went away from cricket. What brought you back, and what has driven you and inspired you to work with Bengal Troopers and Roding Valley?
Right, I came to England at the age of 18 for university, like most of our group mates and Bengal Trooper members. My passion was to become a professional cricketer. So I'm from northeast part of Bangladesh, which is known as Syed, you know.
Yeah.
But I grew up in Chittagong, so I know both of the parts of the world very well. I was on the verge of getting into Chittagong division cricket. I was on the skirt of the Rameez at the moment. But for further education, I came here and straight away my passion was still there. So I joined North Middlesex Cricket Club in Middlesex League to continue my cricket desire. Up to 2005, I played good standard of cricket with some of my team members, but I was injured. I had a major elbow surgery, knee surgery. So at one point I thought, okay, competitive cricket is not for me, and I just decided to play friendly cricket. And at one point I just gave up completely. But 2014, one of my team member, he's a vice chairman, Feist, he joined Roding Valley. And he was asking me to join back in cricket, and I was laughing like, look man, I can't do league cricket anymore. It's not a joke. You have to be really good on the field. You have to perform. So I joined back, and I wasn't doing that bad, considered to having 3 surgeries. And once I joined, loads of other team members who were playing in Cambridge League, Kent League, Middlesex, and they were playing for good teams. And slowly we really got interested, and we thought, okay, why not? We're playing Saturday in different leagues, but why don't we form a team together, representing our country for the community purpose? So, people know that there's a Bengali team working together and demonstrating something which is different from others. Our motto is bringing the best out of each other. The specialty of our club is we got some cricketers who never played first-class cricket, who never played under 19 level, not even school cricket, but their quality is is amazing. They will be surprised why this guy never played first-class cricket when he was supposed to Rameez age. So, for example, we got an opening batsman who never played school cricket in Bangladesh. It's an interesting story. He was rejected from the school team, and he gave up cricket because the aspiration wasn't there for him. I saw him in 2010. He was with me in a friendly game, and I said, why not you join back in cricket? He did. For Bengal Troopers and Roding Valley, he's scored 9 centuries in the last 4 years against top level teams. They're not even friendly game, league cricket. I can name so many examples of our club members, and that's the achievement. At the beginning we thought it's a joke. We're just gonna laugh and spend the Sunday, together with some family interaction. But now we're approaching 36. But our average age of our club is 35. That's one of the downsides we're having. But the passion is so much that if we're regretting, if we were supposed Rameez age, some of our cricketers would have end up in Essex. I'm just not being aggrandizing, but that's how we foresee if we could have rolled back 18 years. So that's one of the big achievements of our club, that some ordinary cricketers became so pro level at the age of 35 is amazing. And the way we progress collectively together, one of my teammates, he travels 100 miles every day just to play league cricket. He's not getting paid. He plays, we have to contribute ourselves to run the club. We contribute. So that's the passion we're running, and the team is buzzing so much. The number is at almost 80. We have members from Cambridge, Bedford, Milton Keynes, and Croydon, all over Greater London.
And I think Arfan, it's showing. This is one story, but it's showing the sort of the domino effect we're having in East London. That people are now realising cricket's visible. It's out there. We've got a massive opportunity next year with the World Cup coming to England on the back of the Women's World Cup last year. We've got India and Pakistan this year, but the World Cup next year, there's now a real energy and an atmosphere and a drive amongst a number of generations. We've got plenty of over 50s cricket going on. The Essex senior sides around 50s, 60s and 70s are now picking up these players who thought it wasn't quite, and there wasn't that aspiration, that motivation, or they didn't see there was a clear opportunity and pathway in front of them. And I think that mist is sort of lifted up, and they can now see actually cricket is there and it is accessible, and if I want to play tape ball I can, if I want to play indoors I can, if I want to go and find that pathway to bring my friends back together. So the opportunities are now a lot broader, but actually there is now a clearer definition and clearer pathway in front of them around achieving their aspirations that they want to. And I think that's been the real exciting thing that not we've done, but actually the community itself right on the ground is creating those opportunities right all the time for people just to be able to pick up that ball and bat and play, and who knows where it might lead on to and stuff. So there's still time for you to reach the county setup. The seniors will be there for you. And I think the fact that councils are taking so much interest now is a real exciting opportunity. And the call from today and everything is really get that community really driving. Let's get people picking the balls and bats up in the parks and playing, and getting out there and really make next year a real true celebration of what the power of cricket can do.
Yeah, completely agree. And I'm going to throw something a little bit into that example of the 35 years. You already said the seniors and stuff, but what lessons, and that's important because we all want to learn all the time, can be created to create talent pathways and opportunities to make sure that those players are not missed. What are Essex doing to support that?
Well, I think the fact that we've put the scouting system in place, and now there's 56 scouts across the area, but I think the key is we're listening to the community, and people like Syed's experience along with Rameez. It's not, you don't have to be wearing an Essex badge and going, you're part of that community and that cricket family. That if you identify, whether it be a coach, an umpire, a role model, a groundsman, any part of that can play a vital part in terms of helping us deliver that game. And what we're trying to do is make sure that we listen to that, and there's people accessible who are prepared to speak and chat and listen to people's ideas, listen to people's challenges and concerns. And as you always say, if people have those challenges, that's normally an opportunity. It's on the back of it. And I think where we've been trying to work with is backing these ideas and these aspirations of bringing their friends together to play cricket and to spread that word a lot more. And how do we make sure that joins up? That's the big thing. So across the whole county, the region, and even linking in and making sure that we link into the ECB strategies and focus, and working with the Cricket World Cup team next year to make sure that we really do have that celebration that leaves that legacy for the game going forward.
Brilliant. I'm going to touch onto the World Cup and the ECB a little bit later because that's an important conversation. But Syed, back to you. Essex, you've had some detailed conversations. Essex, the Bengal Troopers are a couple of years old or 3 years old.
5 years.
5 years old, sorry, apologies. What type of conversations have you had with Essex around sustaining the club and growing the club?
It's amazing though. I have been personally contacting Essex Development Manager East London Cricket since last year, but the response I have is unbelievable. Initially I thought Essex Cricket would be too busy with Shepherd Neame Premier Division teams or semi-pro teams. Compared to that, we are more as the social side, although we're playing in Premier League, but that's not compared to Shepherd Neame. But the response and support is amazing. We are in a journey, so we already registered All-Star Cricket. 3 of our guys are qualified groundsmen now. 3 of our team members attended the welfare officers course. Same as coach, support worker as well. So our team members are getting qualified. As Dan explains, it's not just only cricket as a cricketer. Being part of the cricket administration, we are learning that way, and we would like to contribute a lot. Not just progressing our club, at the same time we would like to contribute in Essex. But back to your question, yes, we had amazing support and we are on a path. We got a roadmap, it's not an instant roadmap. It's a treacherous journey, but we are determined with Essex advisors that we will reach that goal in 5 years' time, which will involve a coal section, women cricket, you name it, and a good net facility. And we'd like to organise some mini community events as well.
Yeah, brilliant. That's good. I'm going to bring Rambo. I'm going to bring you into going back into the early conversation of your journey from, if you like, tape ball onwards. Why the transition into hardball?
Honestly, I think you know Donovan, the CGA coach. I used to play street chance cricket with him in the PMA, and I think he just saw something in me and started taking me to nets. And on Sunday afternoon, the first year I was just scared of the ball, so I used to just run away. So I think Donovan's helped me with that journey, that from street chance, I think.
So I'm going to go a little bit deeper. So Chris Gale, you developed from Chris Gale into the Essex development side. How did that happen? And what experiences have you learned playing in the pathway? In the pathway
of table cricket, I think if I was going to advise anyone to start playing cricket, I would say table is the way to go, because I think you learn so much from it as a player, as like the entertainment you get from it, and the way you play the game, in the spirit you play the game in, it's amazing. So I think if you're going to start playing cricket, just in general, tape ball's the way to go for everyone.
There's a criticism that tape ball is a bit underground and a bit silos. What can be done for it to be accessed by more people?
In this country?
Yeah, so in London specifically.
Okay, in London, I don't think it's underground or anything like that. I think when I first moved there, the only reason we started playing table cricket was because we saw other people, like older men, playing table cricket in the same place. So we was like, me and my friends were like, we might as well get our stuff and start playing as well. But I think it's the facilities that are not there. But Essex right now have done a lot. There's a lot of facilities just around East London. I can name about 5, 6 places that you can just go pick up a bat, ball, and just go play table cricket, which is amazing. So.
Yeah, for me that's the simple bit. It's bat and ball, isn't it? It's just anywhere and everywhere you can play cricket. Dan, I'm going to throw that at you because there's been quite a lot of insight and support put into tape ball cricket. Why and what's the plan for the year ahead?
Well, again, because we see it, it's that format is so easy to access, whether that's playing in a car park, to we know that there's the places that are playing in their subways, under roundabouts, to the parks. And we've worked closely with the ECB and the London Cricket Trust and the councils massively around getting more NTPs available and breaking the perception of parks and allowing tape ball to take place. We have a real aspiration that tape ball is the real opportunity to grow and come out and be, and we've seen around the world, we've already had interest and contacts about coming to us. We have the big event on the 29th of April where we've taken over the county ground. You might have seen we had Mohammed Amir launched it for us, and then Asher Zaidi and Ravi Bapara, who have both come from tape ball as well, have put their name to it. And then we've got a really exciting thing that we really want to get it out there in the open. So we've launched the Tornado Tape Ball Festivals and the Tornado Facebook page with this whole idea that you create a storm around it. So it turns up, nothing's there, storm takes part and it disappears and the game's there. But a legacy of a bat and ball achievement goes on. So that's going through. And then because of the interest and the drive and the community's doing and the connection that wants to take part, Leyton Orient have given us their ground on the 23rd of May. And we'll be running a tape ball festival all day. So primary schools in the morning, secondary schools in the afternoon, and then a mini World Cup in the evening, as it is around about the year before the World Cup starts, with the basis that will become an annual event that we're talking to Leyton Orient, with the potential next year to have teams from around the world coming to take part, finishing under lights on the football stadium, and hopefully getting as much of the community involved as well. We know next year is the year of culture for Waltham Forest, with the history that Leyton Orient came out of a cricket club and developed from that point, and the history of the players that have played around that area. And as Rameez says, it's a massive opportunity for tape ball cricket to really drive in that publicity. We've seen what rugby sevens have done, touch rugby, 3-on-3 basketball, those kind of things, and this is the opportunity for cricket to really have that easy to access, back to it's a challenge between a ball and a bat, and the fun you can have around that. And I think if the community can come and help us make that 23rd of May as big as possible, the awareness around cricket leading into the World Cup next year and the opportunities that might provide us will be phenomenal, I think.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. I think it's really interesting. We're going to touch on a little bit more about that just after the break. Thank you so much so far. Some really good discussions. We're going to take a 5-minute break now, and right after the break, we've got a special guest who will be phoning in, and we'll be looking to ask them a few challenging questions. See you in a minute.
Impression Events Venue's 10th year anniversary discounts of £1,000 for all 2018 functions. For bookings, call 0207 473 4455.
Sale, sale, sale. Massive clearance sale is going on from 1st November 2017. Salma Designer Abaya House is giving you up to 70% off on all designer abaya, 60% off on designer kaftan, 50% off on waistcoat, 50% off on Islamic books, 500 gram ajwa dates only for £10, and many more items. Visit our store to get this clearance sale. Salma Designer Abaya House, 118 Whitechapel Road, London E11JE. Telephone 02070182375.
আমাদের কমিউনিটিতে কার্গো বিজনেসের প্রসার ঘটিয়েছে জিএমজি। এক যুগেরও বেশি সময় ধরে জিএমজি আস্থার সাথে সেবা দিয়ে যাচ্ছে। সস্তা বিজ্ঞাপনে প্রতারিত হবেন না। জিএমজি বাংলাদেশ বিমান অনুমোদিত একমাত্র কার্গো সেলস এজেন্ট। কার্গো সেবা নিলে বেস্ট সেবাটাই নিন, নিরাপদ থাকুন। জিএমজি কার্গো, আস্থা ও বিশ্বস্ততার প্রতীক।
Impression Events Venue's 10th year anniversary discounts of £1,000 for all 2018 functions. For bookings, call 0207 473 4455.
PCO claims minicab driver বিপদর বন্ধু গাড়ি অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট করিয়া জবলেস হওয়ার দিন শেষ জাস্ট ওয়ান ফোন কলে PCO claims আপনারে দিতে পারে 24 hours recovery immediate replacement car storage and repair service 02077917799.
Mom, isn't Dad come back home?
When a marriage breaks down, children suffer the most. If you are in this situation, we are here to help.
For child and family matters, Kingdom Solicitors.
সেল 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 সালমা ডিজাইনার আবায়া হাউসে ক্লিয়ারেন্স সেল 1 নভেম্বর 2017 থেকে। সালমা ডিজাইনার আবায়া হাউস দিচ্ছে সকল আবায়ার উপর সর্বোচ্চ 70% মূল্য ছাড়, কাফতানের উপর সর্বোচ্চ 60%, ওয়েস্টকোটের উপর সর্বোচ্চ 50%, 500 গ্রাম আজওয়া খেজুর মাত্র 10 পাউন্ড এবং ইসলামিক বইয়ের উপর রয়েছে সর্বোচ্চ 50% মূল্য ছাড়। আজই আসুন এবং আমাদের ক্লিয়ারেন্স সেল অফার গ্রহণ করুন। সালমা ডিজাইনার আবায়া হাউস, 118 Whitechapel Road, London E11JE. Telephone 02070182375.
Welcome to Riviera, the perfect setting for your wedding celebration, with spectacular views, tailor-made menus, glamorous bride room, experienced professional and friendly staff, and many more. We are ready to serve your 1,000 plus guests with a parking space for 300 cars at the heart of East London. Please call us on 0203 3958 6504. Riviera at the Regatta Centre. Events in style and elegance.
Hello there. Legal Taxi's mobile app is an amazing cloud-based taxi booking solution. The taxi drivers and passengers can access this application anytime and anywhere. Are you trying to call up a taxi? Well, don't waste your precious time anymore. And now, you can book your taxi at ease. Do you want to know how? It's so simple. Download the Legal Taxis app from the App Store. Enter the location manually or drag the balloon where you want the pickup and drop to happen. Legal Taxis application shows the taxis nearby. On a single click, your request is sent to the nearest driver. The taxi driver will receive your request and accept it instantly. In return, you will receive the notification and you could check the current location of the taxi with the estimated time to reach your pickup location. At the end of your journey, you will receive the receipt of taxi fare in your mobile app. Legal Taxis app not only allows you to book regular taxis but also black cabs, mini cabs and hackney carriages. Book your taxi today for a great voyage at Legal Taxis.
Welcome back to London Sportif on LB24. You're watching us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We're with our guest Feist from Essex Cricket, Syed from Bengal Troopers, and Rameez Rehman, Essex development player. I'm really pleased to say that we have got a guest on the phone who's joined us for a little while. It gives me great pleasure to welcome Essex cricket star Asha Zaidi. Asha, welcome to London Sportif.
Thanks Arfan, thanks everybody.
First of all, where are you?
We're down at Sussex at the moment. We've got a second team game, Essex seconds 11 versus Sussex. We played the 50-over game today, and we're starting the 3-day game tomorrow.
Brilliant. I'll probably go into the game today because I hear a whisper you personally performed well, and as a team Essex 2's beat Sussex. How did you get on personally?
It was a good day out on personal point of view, and the team we won quite easily. We made 270 odd, and then we bowled Sussex out for I think 100 odd. Yeah. So it was a good win for us. I personally I felt good. I got 101 in the end, not out. I'm pretty pleased how I hit the ball. All the things I've been working throughout the winter with the coaches and stuff. So especially because it was the first game of the season as well. Pretty pleased.
Yeah, I might touch on to that, Asha, and obviously well done today. It's a great start. You talk a bit about the stuff you've worked on the winter. We've got a number of young listeners and viewers on the show. Tell us a bit about the sort of training, fitness regime that happens to get yourself ready for the season.
Right. Basically, that's how it goes is end of the season. So end of last season, we reviewed how my season went about, what areas I needed to work on, and what were my strengths as well that I need to keep topping up, things like that. So over the winter, we made a plan, came up with a plan with all the coaches, especially batting coach, with the Anthony McGrath, is the head coach of Essex, and Barry Heim, who's the second team coach. So there were a few technical issues. I was working with them over the winters, and I was pretty pleased how the way I felt today. Seems like we're making really good progress, obviously going into the busy end of the season. So I think it's just you need to keep touching upon, keep reviewing yourself, your last season or where you're standing at the moment, and then maybe might be some technical adjustment that you need to make to improve your game.
No, brilliant. And before we go on to Essex aspirations and the team after last season's successes, you personally, what's your sort of goals and targets for this season?
The targets is obviously is to make as many appearances in the first team, to be able to contribute towards the winning. Obviously, we're going into the 3 competitions, T20, 50 over, and the championship. So again, trying to win all 3 if possible, and to be able to contribute in any sense, batting, bowling, or fielding, and be a part of the winning combination that we focus on.
Brilliant. On the team aspect, in 2016 Essex got promoted. 2017 they won the county championship, Division 1, undefeated. I guess for 2018, what is the target?
Target again is to repeat over the last 2 years. Team made massive progress. I don't think in the history of county cricket it didn't happen much that the team won the Div 2 and then came to Div 1 and then managed to win without losing a single game. So I think the guys are making really good progress, and that showed the Tom Wesley. He played for England last year with all his performances. There are Jamie Porter is there who's knocking on the England doors as well, things like that. So the aim is again to keep performing, keep winning trophies, to keep contributing, and then produce as many England players as well, the guys who go on and then play for England as well.
No, brilliant. We'll touch on a little bit about the sort of local aspect in a second. I just want to quickly just take a step back and go through your cricket journey. How did you get into cricket, and how did you end up playing for Essex?
It's a pretty long journey. Really, it's all started just like any other young kid playing tennis ball, table ball cricket in Pakistan. We tend to see this a lot in East London area as well. There's a lot of kids play park cricket, street cricket. That's how I started making my way into under-19s and then professional cricket, first class cricket, and then it's been a long journey, but it requires a lot of commitment, a lot of hard work, a lot of passion as well, and some serious effort needs to put in if you want to be successful and to play for long amount of time, as a professional player. So that's for me.
Yeah, brilliant. That's really, really good insight as well. Essex has got a pretty dynamic team, very diverse team as well. A lot of the players over the winter have been playing in T10, PSL, yourself, Bangladesh, Hong Kong. What sort of experiences, as well as obviously the fans, what sort of experiences will you bring back to the Essex changing room?
Essex is a very close group, I would say. Boys are very close to each other, helping out with each other. Youngsters, especially, any youngsters that have joined us over the last season or so, they've been made welcome as well. So it's just a matter of sharing your experiences with the youngsters and just be making them feel welcomed, and then because there's a lot of pressure on being a professional cricketer already. But just to relieve that pressure and create that sort of environment within the changing room is I would say, the main part of our success as well, because all the guys are there for each other. Even like today, after winning the game, even the first team, they didn't play up in Yorkshire, but everybody was messaging, congratulating the second team on their success and things like that. That showed that they are there for the other guys, to help the guys out and to celebrate their success as well.
Yeah, that's brilliant to hear as well. Just going to really touch on the last couple of bits around community. Essex, obviously very proud to work for Essex, but one of the strengths, and recently there was an award given to, I think, Matt Quinn, but the players play a huge role around inspiring and getting involved in the community. You yourself are an ambassador for a number of the projects we do in East London. First of all, what type of activities do you get involved as an ambassador? And I suppose the second question is, how important is it to have buy-in from the players, especially those that really get actively involved in the projects?
I think it's quite important for us, for the professional players who are representing the county, to go out there and then get amongst the community, and be visible, to be out there, because everybody looks up to you, especially the younger kids. You have got the fan following, then you need to use it to a good effect. And I think at Essex we have been quite lucky in that sense, that we have got the group of players who, whenever they've been asked to do a job, to be out there, to help the community, to do all these projects and stuff like that, we have been there to support the community, and I think that's one of the reasons is that Essex has been quite successful in keep producing the youngsters, the younger talent as well, and it just keeps on coming. The examples, you probably see somebody like Jamie Porter, Paul Waters, even the youngsters like Jack Plum, who just came in the team as well. All the youngsters, they have come through the academy system, through community cricket, so it is a massive part of Essex cricket, and the kind of work you guys, especially yourself and Dan and everybody else from Essex cricket are doing. I think it's a thankless.
No, we're very fortunate to have the roles to do it, which is good. One final question for me. Effectively, We've got a lot of young viewers, a lot of guys who've got ambitions, aspirations. You know, yours is a great journey of playing club cricket in Manchester, getting scouted, playing for Sussex and then joining Essex. What's that one, I suppose, piece of advice you'd give to any young, talented cricketer who has aspiration?
I think you need to keep doing the hard work. Everybody says, you know, hard work, but seriously, that is the key to success. You know, the more hard work you do, you need to open yourself up to be able to learn always. You can't just say that, you know, I'm a good player, I'm a professional now, that's it. You know, I'm not going to be doing any more things, because it's a funny old cricket. So you need to keep working hard, keep trying to find new ways to improve yourself, and to be able to have that passion all the time. Without the passion, you know, you won't be able to success for long. So I think passion, hard work, and to be open to any sort of taking or any sort of positive or negative feedback, you know, to make you improved and a better player. I think for me that's the main thing.
Brilliant. Ash, thank you so much for your time. Hope you get a good night's rest and recovery with the 3-day game ahead. But obviously on behalf of LB24 and Essex Cricket, just a huge thank you for taking time out to join us this evening.
Cheers, thank you very much and have a good night. Cheers.
Cheers, Ash. That was Asher Zaidi, ladies and gentlemen, Essex star. Really pleased to have him on board. He's an excellent ambassador for all the work going on in the community, especially in East London. Touched on quite a lot of wide subjects. So I'll probably start off with yourself, Dan, around the importance role models and the players have in the community throughout Essex, not just London.
Yeah, it's where everyone, it helps with that aspiration, doesn't it? And I think the fact that the cricket has that uniqueness that the footballers seem like they're shut away, whereas the cricketers are out there. And I remember, I think it was last year, we had a development game at Newham, and Asher actually played in the game alongside the Rameez and the other guys as well. And you see it right across the county with a number of the players. I think it was around about September last year, just before the trophy was won, I think 12 of the current squad went back and played for the clubs that they started at. And that's huge. It shows that longevity and that commitment to that as well. But they're constantly asking and interested around what's going on. And it's not just the men's side, the women's side as well. And we've now got role models in that side coming through. You've Cordelia Griffiths, who's played in the Kia Super League sides with Surrey, to Saba, and you've seen Saba's work around that goes on in the community. So again, right through to the senior side and umpires and coaches who are out there, Ratans and Sajids and the guys from the London Sports League, who are showing that actually it's not just about the playing. The game needs bigger, wider role models who can get involved, and yourself as well, in like others that are out there with Vikram now working with ECB, that can show that actually there's a pathway and an opportunity for them to get involved and be passionate and make a difference to their local community, but maybe wider than that for the game in the long part.
And going back, agree completely. Going back to the coaching staff as well, how much interest do the guys like Anthony and obviously Dimmy's just joined, but then John Charles, the academy scout, how much role do they take in caring on what's going on in the community?
They're asking the whole time around what's going on and how can they adapt it, how does it go through. The fact that the tape ball now is part of the academy programme has been linked into that. They're constantly asking where are the players come through. The scouting programme was set up on the basis of the community and the backbone. It's in the whole strategy around how we excite, engage and enhance the community around that, and how John Charles, the scout, is constantly, I know he's regularly in conversation with you and the wider, and we're looking for more and more community champions down in East London and across the network into the wider rural part and maybe up into East Anglia, and we do stuff in Europe as well, around really the important role that Essex has as a sports brand in the part it can play in terms of developing an interest and an excitement around the game through to creating that aspirational pathway, whether that's through the women's team, the ability sides now, the senior sides, through to the senior cricket, that the game has something that it can offer every single person within the area. And what we're really focusing on is listening to that community around how we adapt it to achieve their aspirations and what they want.
No, thank you, Dan. It's really important that as well. Rameez, you had the opportunity last year to play alongside Asher. You also played club cricket for Ravi Bopara's cricket club, Hainaut and Clayle. First of all, what was it like playing with a professional cricketer, and what information did you learn from having him around?
Asher, when we played with him, he was a humble guy. Just whatever you need to ask, you can just go up to him and ask, and he'll just take time and explain stuff to you and just do it. But me personally, I've had that experience before with Ravi. Like, he's been playing a few club games for a long time, and Ravi is just, he helps you with just small stuff that you don't even need to ask him about, and he'll just tell you, he'll come up to you and then tell you what you're doing wrong. And so it's quite nice just to have their advice and to see how you can improve on your own game. Just
good. And does it give you sort of more motivation to learn and develop and progress and hopefully take on that next step in your journey?
Yeah, definitely, because they are the role models, and if they are talking to you and telling you what to do to get to their level, kind of that aspiration they give you. So yeah, definitely is a sort of motivation they give. Yeah.
Brilliant. Syed, obviously Ash has played quite a lot of BPL and also played in the Dhaka Premier League. I know you've just come back from Bangladesh. What's the passion of cricket back home to start off with, and do the likes of Ash Zaidi have an impact both home but also to British Bangladeshis?
Yeah, you named Ravi Bopara. He's playing for BPL and Dhaka Premier League for quite a long time. So a few other...
Ryan Tenduskarta, James Foster.
Exactly. So I've seen the transition from ACC World Cup back in '97 to where Bangladesh team is currently now. Yeah. So it's a great transformation. Big names are playing for Bangladesh. Tamim, Saqib, you name it, Mashrafi. We've got big names in cricket. The Premier League you mentioned with Usher play, Dhaka Premier League, is a structured one. There, of course, you know Arfan better than me because you mate with Courtney Walsh, so he's a Bangladesh coach. Things can be improved. When I played school cricket back in '96, when I was in year 8, and that time Ratan, he was a important part of that initiative.
Part of the management team.
Part of the founder thought process part. School cricket was really famous back in that time. Then you had Division 2, 1 in every district, every division. And nowadays it's very academy centric, right? You have to be part of academy to become a professional cricketer. So compared to Pakistan, India, where you can find boy wonders, all of a sudden like Shoaib Akhtar, Yusuf Yohana, he came from Division 2 direct into the international to Abdul Razak. We know having that sort of raw talent directly pulled into Premier League type first class stuff. Only one, we had the Fiz, Mr. Fizur Rahman. He's the only one example out of, he's an oddity. But other than that, you have to be structured, you have to play under 19 level, then you have to go to part of division cricket. So that structure is good. It's systematic, but out of it should be out of the box sometimes. You have to find the raw talent to boost up the team. And to talk about Dhaka Premier League, the main thing, I think the divisional cricket, which was is going on for 15, 16 years, it's really good, but we're lacking some first bowling all-rounders. We don't have the raw hitting powers in the team. If we see the first class structure like Syed division, Chittagong division, Dhaka, every team you'll have 3 or 4 left-arm spinners compared to fast bowlers. So there are some lacking technically in Bangladesh in terms of grassroots level. If we can change that, it will be better.
No, brilliant. I'm just we're gonna go to a little break again, but I want to touch on to that with Dan around the lessons to learn around scouting and talent ID. Before we go to our break, just a quick sort of shout out to LB24 who had an inter competition game yesterday at Victoria Park, where the Team A scored 283, Team B scored 92. Just a couple of shout outs to Zakir Ahmed, who scored 100, and Zaidul Rahman, who scored 90. We're going to wrap up after the break. Just a couple of things I want to really touch on with the knowledge and expertise here. Please don't go anywhere. We'll chat to you in a minute.
Impression Events Venue's 10th year anniversary discounts of £1,000 for all 2018 functions. For bookings, call 0207 473 4455.
Sale. Massive clearance sale is going on from 1st November 2017. Salma Designer Abaya House is giving you up to 70% off on all designer abaya, 60% off on designer kaftan, 50% off on waistcoat, 50% off on Islamic books, 500 gram ajwa dates only for £10, and many more items. Visit our store to get this clearance sale. Salma Designer Abaya House, 118 Whitechapel Road, London E11JE. Telephone 0207018235.
আমাদের কমিউনিটিতে কার্গো বিজনেসের প্রসার ঘটিয়েছে জিএমজি। এক যুগেরও বেশি সময় ধরে জেএমজি আস্থার সাথে সেবা দিয়ে যাচ্ছে। সস্তা বিজ্ঞাপনে প্রতারিত হবেন না। জেএমজি বাংলাদেশ বিমান অনুমোদিত একমাত্র কার্গো সেলস এজেন্ট। কার্গো সেবা নিলে বেস্ট সেবাটাই নিন, নিরাপদ থাকুন। জেএমজি কার্গো, আস্থা ও বিশ্বস্ততার প্রতীক।
Impression Events Venue's 10th year anniversary discounts of £1,000 for all 2018 functions. For bookings, call 0207 473 4455.
পিসিও ক্লেইমস মিনি ক্যাব ড্রাইভারের বিপদর বন্ধু গাড়ি অ্যাক্সিডেন্ট করিয়া জবলেস হওয়ার দিন শেষ জাস্ট ওয়ান ফোন কলে পিসিও ক্লেইমস আপনারে দিতে পারে 24 আওয়ার্স রিকভারি ইমিডিয়েট রিপ্লেসমেন্ট কার স্টোরেজ এন্ড রিপেয়ার সার্ভিস 02077917799
Mom, isn't Dad come back home?
When a marriage breaks down, children suffer the most. If you are in this situation, we are here to help.
For child and family matters, Kingdom Solicitors.
সেল 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 সালমা ডিজাইনার আবায়া হাউসে ক্লিয়ারেন্স সেল 1 নভেম্বর 2017 থেকে। সালমা ডিজাইনার আবায়া হাউস দিচ্ছে সকল আবায়ার উপর সর্বোচ্চ 70% মূল্য ছাড়, কাফতানের উপর সর্বোচ্চ 60%, ওয়েস্টকোটের উপর সর্বোচ্চ 50%, 500 গ্রাম আজওয়া খেজুর মাত্র 10 পাউন্ড এবং ইসলামিক বইয়ের উপর রয়েছে সর্বোচ্চ 50% মূল্য ছাড়। আজই আসুন এবং আমাদের ক্লিয়ারেন্স সেল অফার গ্রহণ করুন। সালমা ডিজাইনার আবায়া হাউস 118 হোয়াইটচ্যাপেল রোড, লন্ডন E11JE, টেলিফোন 02070182375।
Welcome to Riviere, the perfect setting for your wedding celebration, with spectacular views, tailor-made menus, glamorous bride room, experienced professional and friendly staff, and many more. We are ready to serve your 1,000 plus guests with a parking space for 300 cars at the heart of East London. Please call us on 0203 3958 6504. Riviere at the Regatta Centre. Events in style and elegance.
Hello there. Legal Taxi's mobile app is an amazing cloud-based taxi booking solution. The taxi drivers and passengers can access this application anytime and anywhere. Are you trying to call up a taxi? Well, don't waste your precious time anymore. And now, you can book your taxi at ease. Do you want to know how? It's so simple. Download the Legal Taxis app from the App Store. Enter the location manually or drag the balloon where you want the pickup and drop to happen. Legal Taxis application shows the taxis nearby. On a single click, your request is sent to the nearest driver. The taxi driver will receive your request and accept it instantly. In return, you will receive the notification and you could check the current location of the taxi with the estimated time to reach your pickup location. At the end of your journey, you will receive the receipt of taxi fare in your mobile app. Legal Taxis app not only allows you to book regular taxis but also black cabs, mini cabs and hackney carriages. Book your taxi today for a great voyage at Legal Taxis.
Welcome back to London Sportif Live. Just a huge thank you to Asha Zaidi for joining us previous to the break. We've got a couple of areas we're going to join discuss in the final section. First and foremost, apologies, it wasn't LB24 that played yesterday, it was London Sportif, and they're all in preparation for their first league game in the NCL, which starts a week on Sunday. Just been quickly looking during the break, all the comments received, a huge thank you. I think there was a plug from a natural leg spinner called Ihtisham Mir, who's obviously keen to show his talent. Keep up the good work. There's Upload, great show. Thank you again for lovely comments. Chai Creed, again, positive comments all the way through. Syed, Mamul, Hassan, Nial Sardar Shah, Muhammad Sabir Islam Chowdhury. Thank you all for your comments. Thank you for tuning in, and we do appreciate the feedback. Keep them coming, keep the comments coming. On Sat. Dan, Ash and Syed and Rameez touched on about tape ball and community projects. We loosely touched on about what Essex are doing for tape ball cricket. What is planned for this year ahead?
So I say we want to get people involved through the Tornado Festivals. So the plan is to open up Tornado Festivals on every one of the parks in East London. And get people from there. And then we said we've mentioned the festival on the 29th of April, which will be at Essex County Ground, the Cloud FM County Ground. That will be live streamed on LB24 as well. That builds up then to May the 23rd when we play at Leyton Orient. So there's two big showcase festivals. We also, and I want to use this as an opportunity to announce, as part of this pathway and aspirational opportunities, we're going to launch an Essex County tape ball team. And we're looking at the opportunities of them play in other areas of the country, whether that be Manchester or Leicester, but to put a real programme, and Ash Syed is going to help us in terms of coaching that team, but really seeing that as an opportunity to really create that aspirational through the tape ball. But we just want to get it out there and played as much as possible, really, and showcase those players that they don't have to be in that traditional hardball environment or club environment. That actually, as Rambo said and others have mentioned, it is an opportunity to play through there, and there are talented players through it. So we want to really, the aspiration is that 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, that people can pick up a ball and bat and feel part of a Tornado community, which is linked into the whole Essex thing. From that, we will then select using the Asia Blaze tournament, which has been successful and built up over the years in the International Sixes, and the street chants through, that is the Donovan Millers and the Chris Gales and that kind of academy, is to then, we've been fortunate enough now, because of the work in East London, to have our own City Cup team, which will take part in the competition around the country because of the demand within the East London area. So these programmes will feed into us to select that. The other thing that has been successful over the last 3 or 4 years, and on the 29th of May, I think it is, if that's the right day, is that the East London side will be selected to play Essex Twos again. That will be at Wanstead Cricket Club. Again, it will be a true showcase of the cricket in East London with tape ball, junior cricket, all-stars cricket, women's softball, going right through, and really culminating with an afternoon T20 game where East London will take on the Essex second 11. And we've known in the past 3 or 4 years, 4 or 5 players have gone from that East London side to go on to play for Essex or in the development programmes around that. And we're also this year we're looking at East London and a rep team to take on Holland as well in the game.
Yeah, I think the East London one, I just want to touch on it very quick. So you touched around academies and you've got to be in structures, and you know the example you used in Bangladesh. The good thing about the East London Festival is that that's what it's there for. It's those guys who feel they've either developed late, they've never been out of programmes, and it's an opportunity to showcase the talent in front of county coaches and the head scout. And I think those are the lessons learned, if you like, from other programmes, not just around the world, but more closer to home to us as well. That, you know, your Jamie Porters, who was working in recruitment, got the opportunity to play a second 11 game, and he actually resigned his job. And look where he is, you know. Nick Brown, again, didn't necessarily follow the pathway. Paul Walter, who had an injury, went away, did well for Billericay Cricket Club. And those lessons are absolutely important. Syed, Bengal Troopers don't just work at home, local. What are you doing to support cricket back home?
Yes, this year we've been officially part of Syed Divisional Cricket. We are sponsored 3 years official sponsor for Syed Under 40 team. It's a 3 years deal. We have sponsored for the new season kit, and also we will be giving trophies and recognition for the best performers end of this year. And we will do a few sports clinic as well. We will try our best to one or two of us physically present with some of the national heroes like Olok Kapali, other Syed professional, international first class players will be there. A new star who already played is called Abu Zubair Rahi. He's brother of one of our team members. So we will run some of the sports clinic. That's our future plan, but we're already sponsoring Syed Under 14. One of our future plan is to sponsor Chittagong Under 17 or Under 14. We are in discussion at the moment, so that's our immediate plan for next year.
Brilliant. And just finally, closer to home, back to Bengal Troopers and Rolling Valley. What's your plans, imminent plans for junior cricket? What do you have in the summer?
All-Star Cricket, that's our Predominantly, we'd like to engage in that. As you guided us on here with Graham Jelly and Graham from some of the Essex seniors. We would like to contribute as much as possible, learn how it's operational, and the vision is within 3 years' time we would like to have at least 80 members of course. So one of our boys or girls can be part of Essex cricket in long term, because we are approaching to 40. But the club needs to sustain, and without younger players like Rameez or even younger, that's our vision. It's not just about us. We playing cricket, we're enjoying it, but we want our club to someone to be in professional level. So that's one of our immediate target. This year we will do loads of community events like T10, table tournaments as well. We'll be organising that, inviting loads of other clubs within Bengali community, and also Loughton, Chigo, those Hertfordshire traditional clubs as well.
Brilliant. Just to repeat, All Stars cricket, 5 to 8 year olds. It's 8 weeks of fun. It's an hour long. Go on the All Stars cricket website. There's a lot of information on the Essex cricket website on that as well. Rameez, season's about to start. You've had a couple of good seasons representing the development side and playing for Chris Gale Academy as well. What's the ambition or aspiration for this season for you personally?
For me personally, it's just to go out there and enjoy whatever I do, and if I don't score runs but if I enjoy my game, I'll be happy at the end of the day. So, and of course win in the end of the day, but play in the spirit of the game.
Brilliant. No, well said. There's a lot of areas we didn't get a chance to touch on to, but we'll hopefully get opportunity in other shows. Dan, just to finally from your perspective, there's a lovely glass trophy here as well. Tell us a bit about that and why it's sitting on this table.
Yeah, and it's the trophy that recognises that the whole community came back together and worked together to unleash the game, as the ECB would call it. And it was a surprise that we got a special ECB recognition award at the Bedsters, but it's truly, yes, I know we collected it, but we collected it on behalf of the whole East London community, whether that's the Bengali Tyres, the London Sports League, the Redbridge Rangers, the NCL, the GMCL. It's all of those groups and all those organisations, the Mosque Embarking, who spend hours upon hours making sure that simple thing, that the ball is able to challenge the bat and people are able to take that on for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 years. And I think the really exciting thing is those, as we've heard here, the guys that are coming back into the game, but not coming back in the game for their own aspirations, but also a real motivation to make sure the next generation want to take on that game. And I say we've got an unbelievable opportunity with India and Pakistan here this year, and then the World Cup next year. And let's all come together, get the community in touch with us as much as possible. It's very easy now with the East London cricket page. We want to hear how people think we can really make sure that cricket becomes that high-profile sport that we all want it to be.
Yeah, just to repeat that, there's so many ways of getting in touch with us. The East London Facebook page, the Essex Cricket in the Community social media platform, the website. You're the key. You got ideas that you feel can help improve and grow the game and sustain the game. Please get in touch, and we do take all of those suggestions very, very seriously. At the end of the day, it's the cricket's for the community, and it's our role to support it as much as we can. We are going to have to wrap up now. It's the time has flown. There's other areas I wanted to touch on: women's cricket, ability cricket, the World Cup, opportunities in coaching and officiating. Dan touched on Essex versus India. The good news is this is one of many shows, and we will make sure that we are advertising all the future discussions. Please do get involved in those. Keep an eye out on all the social media platforms for more information. However, for now, just a huge thank you for viewing. A huge thank you to our guests, Dan Feist, Syed Islam and Rameez Rehman, and we look forward in seeing you at the next show.